You know what he's saying? He's saying that our high priest, he's one who can sympathize with his people. Think about that. Why? Why can he sympathize with his people? Why can Jesus sympathize with the likes of me and you? What does the text tell us? Because Jesus, in his humanity on earth, he was tempted in all things like as we are, yet without sin. Now understand that that word tempted, it's often just, when we hear the word tempted, we often only think of like temptation to sin. But the word tempted here is in reference to all forms of trial and tribulation and affliction. You understand that? It includes temptation to sin, just as Jesus was tempted in the wilderness by the devil for 40 days, right? He was out there in the wilderness, tempted of him. But understand, it speaks of all forms of testing and trial. And what this author is saying is that Jesus experienced in all things like we are. He was tested in all things like we are, yet without sin. You see, Jesus in his genuine humanity can sympathize or understands completely our suffering, our affliction, our trials, our struggles, because he endured the same in his humanity, even more so than us. The difference between Jesus and us is that you and I, we don't escape those things without sin. How many trials or temptations have led us to sin? But with Jesus, it didn't happen that way. He went through every one of them without sin. And Christian, that is a comfort to us, that Jesus understands what we go through in our humanity because he went through it in his humanity, even more so than we have gone through. But that also gives us cause to be sympathetic towards other Christians.